Hey everyone, it's Tyler. Welcome to another episode of Off the Pie Charts. I'm super excited for today's episode. We're going to be making a Jack Skellington cake. I have all my ingredients laid out here, and I'll leave the recipe down below, including all of the measurements. Let's get started. Alright guys, since I'm just going to be using my stand mixer for this, we're just going to put all the dry ingredients in. It's got my flour, my sugar, and baking soda and powder, and salt. Give that a good stir, just to make sure it's all mixed in. Almost forgot my cocoa powder. Alright guys, now it's time to add the wet ingredients. To the mix in my stand mixture, I'm going to add my milk, and my 2 eggs, and the oil, and the vanilla extract. You're going to want to mix this for 2 minutes on medium speed. Alright guys, I went ahead and added the 1 cup of boiling water to the mix. Make sure you go really slow so you don't burn yourself. I've also sprayed down this hemisphere pan that I have. It's 8 inches. We're just going to pour the batter in about halfway. Alright guys, we're about to put this in the oven here. Make sure to tap it to get some air bubbles out. I'm going to use my smaller cake pan as a stand while it's in the oven. You want your oven on 350 degrees, and I'd start at about 30 minutes. After that, you can check your cake with a toothpick. Alright guys, well the cake came out of the oven. Smells amazing. Now all I have to do is level it. So let me show you how I like to do that right now. It really helps if you have a turntable. What I like to do is take my big knife and start by scoring the edge of the cake as I turn the table. You don't want to cut all the way through just yet. Then once you've done that all the way around, you just gently start adding pressure and you're through. You want to make sure you have a clean knife. And there you go. I have this offset spatula that makes buttercream easier. Start in the middle of the cake and push out as you turn your table. It might stick some because it's a moist chocolate cake. Just go slow. And now we can sandwich the pieces together. I cheated a bit and drew this template of Jack Skellington's face. You want to take the template and line it up and take your sharp knife and cut out his eyes. You can also line up the template and cut out his nostrils. Next, take a spoon and gently scoop out Jack's eyes. You can save the scraps for cake pops or shamelessly eat them off camera. Doesn't that look pretty cool already? Now we need to do our crumb coat. It's going to get a little messy, but that's okay. We just want to seal in all these crumbs before the second coat. I'll get the rest of the cake crumb coated. You can use this scraper curved in to smooth out the buttercream. Alright, we need to let this crumb coat set for 20 minutes in the refrigerator. While the crumb coat is setting, let me show you how to make Jack Skellington's eyes out of black fondant. Alright, you want to use a rolling pin and roll the fondant out pretty thin, about 1/16 of an inch. And I'm going to cheat and use the eyes that I had from the template to cut out Jack's eyes. I'm going to use an X-Acto knife. You can save fondant for a couple weeks. You just want to make sure you put some powdered sugar or Crisco on it and put it in a Ziploc bag. Alright, for his eyebrows, you just want to roll the fondant. You want to roll some fondant in your hands and make a cone shape. And you start thin on the inside by his nose and fat on the outside. And just use the template to line him up. And we'll be putting these on next. We're going to do the second coat of buttercream. Once again, I'm going to use my scraper. Our next step before the fondant is putting on the eyebrows. You just want to make sure you push them on a little bit. I know it looks scary right now, but let's give it a minute. I've rolled out some fondant, and we're going to attempt to put it on the cake. Make sure you go slow here, you don't want to stretch the fondant too much. You want to push in around the eyes and the eyebrows here. Really get the definition starting to show. Then you just start smoothing around the cake. I have this fondant wheel here that helps me cut. We're just going to trim around the edge of the cake. Alright, if you're gluing fondant to fondant, you use water. Try to line these up the best you can and just give it a little push. Now I'm going to take the back side of my knife here, and I'm just going to make an indent of Jack's mouth. After that, I'm going to add the stitch marks. The next step here is to just take some edible paint and paint in his smile. Make sure to paint his nostrils too. I had a lot of fun making Jack Skellington. I hope you guys followed along. If you liked the video, please hit that button, and if you're new here, please subscribe so you'll see my new videos as I release. Until next time, I'm Tyler, and this is Off the Pie Charts. Oh, that cocoa powder, man. Alright guys, now I have the cake leveled. It's time to buttercream. What? No, get out of here. Now,